ride with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a...
What's going on, guys? It's your man Ed here, back for another video. And in this video, I want to chat with you all about a topic that I got asked on YouTube, and it was from Unare Sims. Shout out to Unare. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm not butchering your name, but he asked, is wholesaling getting to be saturated, especially when everyone chasing the same leads? How can you be different? So I wanted to address that question in a live episode of the podcast slash video right here for you all on YouTube. So I hope that you all appreciate it. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So just to kind of get started, right? Like he asks, is wholesaling getting to be saturated, especially when everyone's chasing the same leads? I think that that's a very valid question, a very good question, Ray. And, just to answer that, I do think that there are a significant amount of people kind of diving into the wholesaling space. But to be honest with you, I've heard people saying the term like wholesaling is getting to be saturated, quote unquote, for a couple years now. So it's not like a new thing. Slowly but surely, people are starting to dive in. But in all reality, what we may see as like a ton of people like being aware of what wholesaling is, it's really still a very, very small niche, and the vast majority of people have never heard of wholesaling still. So it's not overly saturated. It's not like we're talking about cryptocurrency or something like that. It's not that popular. Like the most popular people in our space barely have, maybe 200,000 subscribers. I think that's Jerry Norton. I think he has like 200,000 something subscribers maybe. So, but that being said, so like those rumors and murmurs, whispers have been going on for quite some time that wholesaling is saturated. But I feel like, and to answer kind of like your second question, like how can you be different, right? That's the real crux. Like you have to set yourself apart from the competition. You don't want to just kind of be looking like everyone else. And, I do have some great videos on the course that on the YouTube channel, as well as in my Wholesaler University course that you can check out in terms of kind of like how to set yourself apart from the competition. But I'll give you some tips, Ray, and you may have heard me talk about this in previous YouTube videos, but some of those things that you can do is kind of create a presence online and offline that is attractive to buyers and sellers, such as having a website, having business cards, getting yourself a business phone number, a business email address, a logo that stands out from the competition, maybe doing some search engine optimization on your website and things of that nature so you can get some natural Google traffic, as well as having like a Google My Business page, as well as a Yelp page. You want to have a Facebook business page and an Instagram page. So I think that like when you kind of set yourself apart by actually establishing yourself online using a unique name, unique logo, branding yourself, standing apart from the competition, and actually doing the work, actually helping people sell properties, right? Like that's where the real magic happens, as you start to generate testimonials and, write blogs on your website to keep that traffic going. People are going to see you as a household name. People are going to trust that you can actually get the job done when they've seen that you've been able to help others. I feel like that's the ultimate test, right? But if you're just getting started, then, there's certain things like, creating those social media pages as well as your website, keeping content posted on those sites. And honestly, like one of the things that you can do on the website is just try to be a knowledge broker. That's why I recommend On Carrot to get you all's websites, because they have a package, like their highest package, you can put unlimited blogs on your website. So that keeps it very fresh and up to date. But not only that, it actually informs the sellers as well as buyers who may come to your website about like different things going on in your market, fastest way to close a property in so-and-so market, things to think about if you're looking to sell, and just, pre-foreclosure tips and tax delinquency tips. They have I think like hundreds of blogs already on Carrot, and all you have to do is just schedule those onto your pages. So like take advantage of things like this. These are ways that you can kind of set yourself apart from the competition. It's not the end all be all, but in all reality, the end all be all is really what Brent Daniels always say, and that's talking to people, actually establishing a relationship with people, having a conversation, and genuinely trying to help people get to where they're trying to go. That's what you ultimately have to do out here to set yourself apart. Each one of us are individuals. So that's why I say, like, even if you have a cold caller, just remember that the person on the other line is not buying whatever it is that you're selling. They're buying you. They're buying like whether they actually like you or not. That's the leading factor in that decision making process. If they don't like you, even if they need the service, they won't want to do business with you. So you have to relate to those individuals. You want to build rapport with them. You want to be asking great questions. If they mention something about their wife or their dog or something like that, make sure that you write that down. The next time you talk to them, like, hey Bob, how's Margaret doing? So on and so forth. How's the kids? This and this and that. Most people aren't trying to build that type of next level rapport with these sellers or buyers for that matter. So obviously there's a lot of wholesalers out here right now, but just keep in mind, y'all, like there's no inventory on the market right now. So, I mean, meaning that, like, statistically speaking, there are literally more real estate agents than there are available properties on the market right now. That being said, everyone needs inventory. These buyers still want to buy, but there's very little inventory for them to choose from. So if you're out here getting deals, trust and believe you will get attention. Trust and believe people will want to do business with you because you're actually generating opportunities. It's really just that simple, guys. If you're making it happen, trust and believe they're going to want to do business with you. You're going to stand out from the competition just off of that. So keep that in mind. And then lastly, I want to mention, don't forget as well, guys, I think it's super important, and a lot of people may not really realize how important it is, but perception is everything. You want to make sure that, you know, on your social media profiles, you're looking professional, you're doing professional things. You don't want it to be a disconnect. You don't want people to get to your social media profile, for instance, and see you talking about Call of Duty and NBA 2K21 or something like that, or whatever. You want it to be pretty straightforward for the people who are gonna be like looking into you and stuff like that. Don't assume that they're not gonna try to go vet you. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars on these transactions, so most people are gonna be looking into you, just making sure that you are who you say you are. So that's my last tip for you all, though. I hope that this, has been helpful for you all. Just giving you all some tips and strategies on, how to actually stand out from the competition. Thanks, Unare, for asking that question. I think that's a great question. Is wholesaling getting to be saturated? Well, hey, I think that that's very, very subjective, and I think that it's a very small amount of people in all reality who are actually in wholesaling. But there are a lot of people who do, reach out to the same leads, right? So some of those people just simply aren't going to sell. And people who do need to sell, they're going to go with the people who build up the most rapport with them. They're going to do business with people that remind them of themselves. So that's how you stand out from the competition. I hope that this video helps you guys. I hope that y'all staying healthy and blessed out there as always. And until next time, I am